This came as a complete surprise. A huge whale came slamming down on the Shiba Inu town. Countless Shiba Inus are on the go. All it did was solidify Shiba Inu's plans for the future. It is difficult for people to believe. In the end, will Shiba Inus be made to give up? Or is this a different message? Please allow me to elaborate. Your daily dose of Shiba wealthy coins is here. If Shiba is something that piques your interest, you have come to the right place. Subscribe if you want to know what's happening in the cryptocurrency market and get the most up-to-date news predictions. Hit that like button if you want to see more Shiba news stories. The Shiba Inu hasn't exactly been the most expensive breed in the market as of late. What's going on at the moment? Well, the bigger crypto crash is largely responsible. A lot of things have been shaky. Intriguingly, the markets have been even more rattled by the speculation surrounding Trump's planned tariffs. But wait, there's a catch. Compared to other cryptocurrencies, Shiba Inu is in a unique situation. Despite the market's collapse, trillions of Shiba Inus are still being kept. The wallets still contain around 787 trillion Shiba Inu as reported by Into the Block. Just in the past day, the number of people who own Shiba Inus has increased to about 1.1 million. It appears that people are unflinching even when the market is in shambles. But please, hold on. I get that this is interesting enough as it is. I guarantee it will get far stranger. Sure. I guess that's what you're thinking. The Shiba Inu population is still in the trillions. What on earth? The whales too are motionless. And it has been correct up until this point. The future of the Shiba Inu may be determined by an unexpected massive whale maneuver. When the video comes to a close, I will explain everything in detail. First though, I'd like to shift gears and talk about something absolutely amazing. Reason being, after all the volatility, over 31 trillion Shiba Inu coins are currently making a profit. Really? I thought you heard right. Regardless of the market's erratic swings, more than 31 trillion Shiba Inus are doing well. That sum is quite substantial. It constitutes a substantial chunk of the total supply. New data from Into the Block shows that this makes up over half of all Shiba Inus. That is a major point. It shows that the market has a large number of holders. That is a major point. As a result, it seems like a lot of holders are going up, not down. Not everyone is an early adopter. Despite the market's instability, certain wallets are reaping rewards. Can you tell me what that means? That the Shiba Inu ecology is doing better than most people think is the first and most important point. This many lucrative currencies shows that the cryptocurrency community is still strong, growing and thriving, despite all the volatility and confusion in the industry. What follows is the really bullish part. When more pockets aren't in the green, people tend to hold off on selling right soon. They trust, maintain and bide their time. That is exactly what Shiba Inu are going through right now. While there has been some downward pressure on value and the appearance of red candles, long-term investors remain calm. They're making a lot more of an effort. The previous day, a new record was set in the number of Shiba Inus possessed by devout believers. Those who aren't in it for the short term are clinging to tokens worth hundreds of billions. Gaining a broader perspective is their aim. According to Into the Block, the total amount owned by long-term investors has reached a record level. Among the many Shiba Inu breeds, the ones that have made it through the good times and the bad now constitute a sizable fraction. This speaks a great deal. This bodes well since it shows that long-term holders currently own the majority of Shiba Inu. But quantity isn't everything. Additionally, their numbers are on the rise. Breaking new ground, there are currently over 1 million addresses with long-term addresses. People who have been around through it all, and are still around own most Shiba Inu wallets right now. Coin balances and active holders' optimism are shown by the constant increases. Furthermore, this is the utmost crucial takeaway. While some of the owners with a shorter time horizon may be scared into selling, the staff with a longer horizon is holding on. Why? Since they anticipate that the price would go up once more. They hope to recover soon. Anticipating the subsequent ascent, they wait, and consistency is the result of that way of thinking. It inspires more trust in the market. Confidence seems to go hand in hand with price increases. So, what's really happening? Even though it appears like things are tough right now, Shiba Inus are stacking, holding and believing like a legion of diamond hands. This is increasingly stranger when we consider accumulation. A massive long position in Bitcoin was just initiated by one whale. $5 million. This was accomplished with 20 times the leverage. How much does entrance cost? Just over $77,000 in total. That bet is quite large. This is not an impolite gesture. Yes, I believe the market is going to explode. That's a whale expressing that. That particular species of whale is really serious. They move swiftly in response to any kind of prediction. Plus, when someone starts doing something so risky, everyone starts watching. The effect is very effectual. There are more than just trades here. Here we have signals. Then why is it important for Shiba Inus? Quite a bit in fact. When Bitcoin starts to grow, for example, other cryptocurrencies like Shiba Inu typically follow suit. Just like a rising tide, the smart money expects a big wave in the near future, and the fact that whales are presently putting large bets shows that. If that happens, Shiba Inus might go along on the voyage. Bring it together with what we've already covered. Long-term backers' irrationally large Shiba Inu holdings, the growing number of profit pockets, and the overall belief in the concept. Furthermore, it paints a really positive picture. If there is any upward trend in the market, Shiba Inu will be well positioned. There is no panic selling, strong holders, and a lot of interest sitting on the sidelines. A couple more similar actions may ignite a rally, and it wouldn't take much. So the wise ones may have already positioned themselves, even though some people are still dozing off. The whales even swim. Since Shiba Inu is preparing itself for success, they really do make a lot of sense when you think about them. We're looking forward to some exciting times ahead, and the community is going to be very busy soon. Reason being, Shiba Inu's own network, Shibarium, is currently undergoing a major dual upgrade. Here is the issue. Shiba Inu Layer 3 blockchain is no joke. This cutting-edge method is called fully homomorphic encryption, or FHE. Do you not think that sounds sophisticated? But it does show that Shiba Inu is thinking about user privacy and security when it comes to Bitcoin. Regarding confidential information and online identity, it is groundbreaking. Especially if decentralized systems gain traction, Shiba Inus might find themselves in an entirely new league. But this is when things start to get interesting. The hoopla has caused the graphs to show some kind of trend. Cryptocurrency experts have uncovered something quite interesting. Shiba Inu may be seeing a reversal of fortunes. Absolutely, sans a doubt. A hidden bullish divergence has formed, which could indicate a major reversal is about to happen. Could you perhaps explain it to me in simple terms? In spite of a decline, momentum is actually building below the price. It is like a gradual building to a powerful thrust. On top of that, a lot of experts think this might help the Shiba Inu breed recover. The next major milestone might be on the horizon once it reaches a specific pricing range, says one expert. Now we can make the connection to whales. With all the building going on, these big players aren't only thinking about the here and now. A long-term growth strategy is their bet. In addition, these tech-related advancements about Shiba Inus show that market emotion isn't the sole element in play. The foundation for something far bigger is being laid by them. Will these upgrades and whale maneuvers allow Shiba Inus to soar to new heights, maybe even make you want to sniff the magical one? At this point, all we can do is speculate. But there's good reason to be excited. All the stars are in the right places. Shiba Inus are hard to ignore at this point in time, regardless of how well the show does. In addition, Shiba Inu clearly have a good chance of succeeding down the road. For further proof, consider what Shiba Inu's head marketer Lucy just tweeted. She made the comment that construction remains unchanged,